What's up? What's happening? What's popping? Welcome back to another great episode of Simone with the Sports. I'm Simone, bringing you guys the almost daily sports talk. I know I haven't been daily, but guys, I've been busy. I've been busy working on me, like Drake said. But guys, if you're new here, if you're old here, make sure you like this video, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you check my description box for a link to buy me a coffee to help fuel the channel. And also there is a link in my description box to subscribe to our podcast Tough Calls, where me and Dylan have some of your favorite sports analysts, some of your favorite former and current athletes chopping up with us on the pod. So you don't want to miss all that good convo, so make sure you subscribe. The link to Spotify is in the description box, but we're on Apple Music as well. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. Also, make sure you buy me that coffee though, period. But guys, let's get into this conversation because we got some stuff to talk about. So, also turn your notification bell because I know I haven't been posting as consistently. I used to post boom, 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 boom. Y'all remember I used to say that? The videos are coming like boom, 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 boom. But now I've been busy. So the videos are coming like boom, 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 boom. So turn your notification bell so you don't miss a beat. You see what I did there? But guys, let's talk about this news. Philadelphia 76ers. This video hopefully drops before we play the Houston Rockets tonight. But guys, we got tested on the road when we went to the West. We got tested in the West. Hashtag tested in the West. Hashtag that below. But we proved that Western Conference trip proved what we already knew. We need more scoring off the bench. We need more help on the perimeter defense. We need Danny Green to be more consistent. Things we already knew. Also, make sure you drop down below who you think we should make a trade for, bench player, or if it's a guy you think we should mess with the starting lineup to trade for. Drop that down below. We're going to discuss that later in the week. But right now, we got to discuss Andre Drummond. Ooh, why is Andre Drummond our business? Because the Cavs are ready to move Andre Drummond. And you guys know what that means. Somebody is getting a big. Not just any big, a great big in Andre Drummond. Now, it's looking like the Raptors or the Celtics are the most obvious destinations, right? The Raptors, obviously missing Marc Gasol, obviously missing Serge. The Celtics just looking bad. Tristan Thompson, Daniel Tice, they ain't nice. But instantly add Andre Drummond to the Raptors, who got plenty of shooters, just need help in that interior. Instantly add Andre Drummond to the Boston Celtics, plenty of shooters, need help in that, filling that hole. That's trouble for the 76ers. That's trouble. Now, mind you, when we played the Celtics, we did beat the Celtics twice, but guys, they didn't have Jason Tatum and the game was still close. So imagine you add Andre Drummond to that. Imagine you add Andre Drummond to the Toronto Raptors, who got Kyle Lowry, who has Siakam, who has Van Vliet. Just a team missing a big. The same with the Celtics. That's going to put that pressure on the Sixers. That's two teams in the East who we would have. And now, of course, the Celtics wasn't going to be. The Celtics and the Raptors, even without adding Andre Drummond, wasn't going to be like an, ooh, y'all, the Nets. Imagine if the Nets got Andre Drummond. Now, I know Andre Drummond's price tag is high, and I already know you guys are going to be like, they'll never be able to get Andre Drummond. But just imagine if they got Andre Drummond. Who they willing to trade, I don't know. But the Nets, obviously a team, DeAndre is not enough. But the Nets got Andre Drummond. It's three teams in the East that can instantly use Andre Drummond. And obviously that's the Raptors, the Celtics, and the Nets. They're going to make it hard for the Sixers now. And those are three teams that's going to make it hard for the Sixers regardless. Even though they, we always had the better matchup with Embiid. Looking at their rosters now, of course, we had the better matchups with having Embiid, the MVP level 5. But those teams were going to make it hard for us just because of their ability to fill it up. they got 3 teams with multiple guys who can fill it up and will fill it up consistently. So and we already saw how perimeter defense looked funny against the Raptors, looked funny against the Suns. So not the Raptors, they look funny against the Trailblazers, look funny against the Suns. And that's something we need to shore up. I already said we can get George Hill, PJ Tucker. I told y'all how PJ Tucker put that clampers down on Bron. PJ Tucker last year in the playoffs put the hammer on AD, instantly switched to LeBron, caused a turnover. I don't have that clip again, but make sure you guys go watch my PJ Tucker video, because that's that cheap guy who can come in and instantly help the team. Same with George Hill as well. And George Hill, of course, has a better shot than PJ Tucker, which would definitely help us way more. But the news of Andre Drummond just really had me shook, because I'm like, where the heck he gonna go? Because when we played the Cavs earlier, Andre Drummond already had a time. Now, of course, Joel Embiid wasn't playing in that game, but still. So, what do y'all think? Where do y'all think Andre Drummond is going to go? How do y'all think it's going to affect the Sixers? What are y'all thinking about Ben Simmons as well? Because Ben Simmons, I said what I had to say about Ben. And he was playing, when he wasn't playing up to par in the beginning of the season, like the first 10 games, yeah, I said what I had to say. I ain't scared to say I said what I had to say. But now he's playing up to what I want him to play like. It wasn't even just the 41-point game. These last couple of games, he's been much more aggressive. Really, like, around the Lakers game. That's really when I was like, okay, Ben, shut me up then. Yeah, he's playing better. I put my foot on his neck. Now I'm not trying to trade him. Okay? Now I'm not trying to trade him. But some of y'all were saying in my comments, and like I said, this is just a news, this is a discussion video. Andre Drummond, and we're going to discuss a little bit of Ben Simmons and whatever else pops in my mind. But some of y'all were saying in my comments, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons had the 41-point game when he was able to obviously drive in the lane and have that clear lane. You know how, like, James Harden didn't like having a real true big man, because, you know, the big man got in his way, kind of like with Clint Capella. And now we see Ben Simmons put up James Harden numbers when Joel Embiid wasn't on the court, and he was going right at Rudy Gobert. So, is Joel Embiid keeping Ben from going off? Because, I mean, you see a guy like LeBron James, and he's able to go drive in the lane, be aggressive too, even when he has a big man. Whether it was Dwight Howard, Marc Gasol, now Montrez, like, he still is able to go get a bucket regardless. So that shouldn't be an excuse for Ben Simmons, especially as much as Joel Embiid plays outside of the lane. Ben can be driving a lot more, even with Embiid on the court. So I'm good with Ben. I just feel like we just need more scoring from Seth Curry. We need more scoring from our shooting guard. I think he's averaging, 13 points a game now. We're going to need more than that, because, guys, if you made it this far in the video, hashtag what you think about this, because think about our backcourt with Seth Curry. So Ben Simmons is averaging 15 points per game, and mind you, that's inflated from that 42 point per game. But Ben Simmons is averaging 15 points per game. Seth Curry is averaging 12 points. So think about that. Our backcourt is only averaging 27 points per game. Our backcourt, Ben and Seth, is only averaging 27 points per game. What other backcourt is averaging that low of points and is going to be successful that way? I don't know what we need to do besides adding that strength on the bench, shooting off the bench, maybe get some more help from Danny Green. What's Danny Green's stats? Danny Green is averaging 8 points. There has to be an answer, guys. We need more scoring power. Let me know what you guys think. Y'all think I'm tripping? Am I spitting facts? Am I tripping? Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Also, let me know what you guys think the Sixers should do before the trade deadline. Obviously, something has to be done, especially with that big elephant in the room of Andre Drummond that's about to land somewhere. Like, woo! Woo. That's going to impact us a lot. Make sure you guys jump in my description box. Make sure you buy me that coffee. Yes. And shout out to y'all who's bought me a coffee so far. Also, make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you keep rocking with me. So your notification bells. Ding, 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 ding. And let me know what you want to see in my next video.